What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at another movie, and we're taking a look at My Spy, which is a movie which came out in 2022. That's a lie, it came out in 2020, and it does star Dave Bautista as a spy. It is like a peak lockdown movie. I remember watching this in lockdown when it came out on Amazon Prime, and a number 2 has recently come out. A number 2 has recently surfaced, and number 2 has recently come out on Amazon Prime, and we are going to be watching that in tomorrow's film review. So I wanted to do this one to sort of get anticipating for that, and to get ready for that, and to sort of, you know, take a look at some of the older movies that we've watched that I never actually got around to doing a film review in the past, like I've done with a couple of others. I've gone back and sort of watch the full franchise, and I'm going to be doing the same thing with Venom when the new Venom movie comes out, so you'll probably see film reviews for Venom and Venom Let There Be Carnage in the next couple of days. But without any further delay, let's actually get into My Spy. So My Spy is a 2020 comedy action movie, which is an hour and 40 minutes long, has a 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb, a 4.3 out of 5 on Amazon, and a 48% on Rotten Tomatoes. You can watch this on YouTube, Amazon Prime, or Google Play. And it is JJ, a CIA operative, is tasked with spying on a single mother and her daughter with tremendous links to an arms dealer. But the young girl catches JJ, forcing him to bring her bidding, or he'll be exposed. So, how this movie starts is, obviously we have a day in the life of this ordinary girl, just expecting nothing to go wrong, and then JJ appears. And JJ is the new next-door neighbor who is a spy. And obviously, as it said there, the girl finds him out, the girl breaks in, she's live streaming, and she's going to post it to Google, TikTok, YouTube, wherever the fuck she's live streaming to. And JJ isn't too familiar with children. He isn't too good at dealing with children, so he has a lot of awkward encounters with her, and he's not that great with technology either, but his sort of field agent that he's with is like his girl in the chair. His girl in the chair, and you know, she's there. She's the voice actor for Mabel, and I'm gonna be honest, I only ever see her as Mabel. I cannot watch a movie with her in it without thinking of Mabel. She is Mabel, like, that is it. Her voice is too iconic as Mabel for me to like hear her as anyone else. So we have Mabel here, and we have the plot thickening, JJ sort of trying to not tell her like what he's truly doing, but also sort of keeping like her happy and keeping her involved with the spy work. And they eventually find out what he's been doing, they get angry at him, and obviously like they fall out, and then danger strikes, of course, because it's the stereotypical movie. When they fall out, that's when the danger strikes. So JJ has to rush in, try and save her from her other next door neighbors who were evil spies, and he has to go and stop a plane from taking off to save her, and stop the arms dealer to save the world. And the plane crashes and it explodes. They walk away doing a cool pose, and JJ gets with the mum. Pretty much the story. I did run through it very basically, very hastily, very quickly. I skipped out most of the story, I'm going to be honest, because I do want you to go check this out for yourself. Again, it is on Amazon Prime, and it is a pretty decent movie. Dave Bautista is an incredible actor, and I think he fits this role very well. He did Drax the Destroyer, which is, again, a very strong but stupid brute of a character. And I think that fits JJ here quite well. He's very strong, but he isn't the smartest when it comes to dealing with children or dealing with familial situations. The only sort of attachment that he has is Blueberry the fish, which is just a fish, which he's taken care of for a very, very, very long time. And the slow, gradual relationship between, like, the young boy and, between JJ and the girl is pretty cool. Like, we see him taking on the father role, taking care of her, taking her out on like days out, going to like her school and doing like Father's Day stuff, and being like the cool dad which she really looks up to. And it's just a really interesting story dynamic, and we get to see that bond sort of grow and then crumble and then sort of re-bloom again at the end of the movie. So it's got like a very nice sort of character arc to it, with JJ learning and JJ changing as the story goes on into him being more of like a father role. And I think that's pretty cool. again, it is very similar to other story tropes and story beats that we have had on movies that we've taken a look at on the channel. Like, it does ring very similar bells to a couple of other movies, but I can't like quite put my finger on what they are. Again, not to quote 10 Things I Hate About You, but it does feel like that, where they sort of go in, they find out the lie, and they get angry, they fall out, and then they come back together at the end. But it's not done in like a lovey way, it's done in more of like an action way, where they sort of have their lives at stake and they have to save each other. Gonna be honest, the action at the end is really good. The end action is like pretty exciting with the plane crash, them chasing after planes, and all the fights are good. The school stuff is more comedy based and sort of like just there to sort of show the character development of both of these characters, of how they're sort of building up their relationship, building up their friendship, building up their sort of fatherish role, because I don't know what else to call it. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this movie. I'm going to be honest, it is not a sort of big movie to talk about. Like, there isn't a whole lot going. It's just a movie. I'm going to be honest, the comedy isn't that great. It didn't make me laugh for the most part. I'm going to be honest, it was pretty stale comedy, and it did feel like an Amazon movie. Like, I don't know how to put it, but Amazon movies have that like very Amazon vibey to them, and it just feels like an Amazon movie. Like how a Netflix movie feels like a Netflix movie, just with the way it's written, the way it's shot, the way the camera angles are, the way the story goes, the story beats. This definitely felt like an Amazon movie, and I don't know like how else to explain it, like other than it's just an Amazon movie, and it's alright. It's not spectacular. It's funny to other people. I didn't find it that sort of funny, I'm gonna be honest. Some of the things that they did gave a little like exhale out of my nose. It didn't give like a full-on chuckle like the second movie did. And the acting was decent. Like I said at the start, the acting was good. The set design was pretty cool. I liked the spy sort of places. Again, it did have that sort of action movie tropes where there was like the spy stuff all around, and the spy stuff was hidden, and we had very cool spy gadgets, which I thought were very creative. We also had a couple of other sort of costume designs, which again were just generic people clothes, so there isn't really much on the costume department side. The makeup department did pretty cool on the fake blood and the damage on JJ, and I thought that was pretty cool. Like, the fake blood looked realistic, and they did a good job on that. But it's just the writing, it kind of felt forced in some areas. Like, the way they met, the way they interacted, JJ felt a little too stupid in sections, because again, fair enough, he's a dude, but he's like a spy, so how does he have all this crazy tech, but he's stupid with generic tech? It just felt a little bit forced, a little bit strange, and a little bit sort of just written to fit the sake of the movie. It didn't really feel like, I don't know, some things were very like juxtaposed, where it's like he knew some stuff but didn't know others, and it felt like you should know that stuff if you know the other stuff. Like, he's missing vital steps in his knowledge, and I don't know where that comes into it, but it does cause the movie to feel a little bit unrealistic. I don't know, it's a spy movie, so it's going to be unrealistic anyway, but it did feel a little bit of a strange one, and it didn't feel like JJ was like real. And again, it did do that trope where there's the sort of spy that doesn't know how to be human. It's like his life is just spy, and he doesn't know how to like be a regular guy anymore. And again, we did have quite a bit of that in this one, and that is just a generic spy movie trope, like a family movie trope. I don't know. I know I've seen it before. I just don't know what I've seen it before on. Like, I can't remember what other movies this is reminding me of, but it does have like generic spy tropes, which like can be seen in many, many different spy movies. But that is pretty much it for this film. I don't have much else to say about it. I'm going to be honest. It is an okay, mediocre film, and my thoughts and opinions kind of end there. There isn't a whole lot else really to say about it, so yeah. My Spy. Gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I feel like a 6 out of 10 is pretty solid for this one. The second one is definitely a lot better in my opinion, and this one was just here to set up the sort of relationship between these two characters, which comes crashing down in the second one anyway, so come back tomorrow for that one, and if you do want me to review any other movies, games, animes, TV shows, please do let me know down in the comments below, and I'll get on it as soon as possible. But, other than that, My Spy, it's done. Hope you all did enjoy. Come back for other videos. I do other stuff, like I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, Snapchat, Cameo, Reddit, Discord. I'm on all these places, so you can go check it out in the link in the description, which is my link tree if you want a little bit more Tyler Price in your life, or if you want to stay right here on YouTube and see what else I have to offer here. I do 5 daily uploads every single day to give you new content, to keep you well fed, to keep you well excited and well entertained. There is always new content for you on the channel, so, you know, go check it out. There's gaming videos, Lego videos, reviews, all sorts, so hit that big red subscribe button, because 98% of you are recurring viewers, so that means you do like my content because you have made it 11 minutes into this video, but you're not subscribed, and that does make me sad. That makes me cry myself to sleep. And if you want to help me fix my sleep schedule, get better sleep, not have to cry myself to sleep every night, hit that big red subscribe button. I know big red buttons are stereotypically scary because obviously they do make stuff explode. I can't promise that it won't explode, but what I can promise is that it is free. You can always change your mind later if you decide you don't like my content, but obviously you do because you're here to the end of the video. So hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.